Hey guys, Dan here with Pain Free You. It's a crisp Saturday morning and it's a little chilly out, but I like the feeling. It's actually very refreshing. Today I want to talk to you about a concept I just heard about last night, and it totally applies to what we're doing here in the pain and TMS world, the too much stress world. And it's a concept of safety versus comfort. And I know in a lot of my videos I talk about knowing that you're safe, right? That this is a benign process. It doesn't leave tissue damage. It is just TMS. It is essentially symptoms that are created through this mind-body process. Sarno theorized to distract us from our repressed, overwhelming, negative, scary, dangerous emotions that don't fit with our own self-image. Some theorize that it is a reaction in our body where the energy, the electrical energy from these emotions unloads into our body, and through the fight or flight process, chronic adrenaline and cortisol, the body reacts. And look, people can debate this all the time. Is it a distraction? Is it a reaction? The motive, if you will, of TMS does not matter. It really doesn't, because regardless of this motive of our brain in creating this process, distraction, reaction, doesn't matter. Don't get hung up on that detail. But I often say that this process is benign, as it is. Sarno's talked about this for 50 years. It does not leave any damage after the pain goes away. There's no lasting tissue damage here. So, comfort versus safety really is a matter of understanding truly that these symptoms are not damaging us. So when we're walking around and we're experiencing these symptoms, whether it be pain, weakness, burning, tingling, numbness, whatever it may be, it is very easy to feel unsafe, like, oh my God, I'm not safe, and we get into fight and flight more, and that's the logical conclusion, that this hurts so bad or this symptom is so awful, and we feel very unsafe. And what I'd like to just suggest is that you are safe, you're just uncomfortable. Severely uncomfortable, but you're still safe, right? You're not dying. Nobody has ever died from TMS. Not that I've ever seen it. I've been in this world for 23 years since my pain first started. 22 years, I guess, since 97-ish, somewhere thereabouts. Don't have the date when it started. So comfort versus safety. I want you to just flip that mental switch and go, I'm safe, because we truly are. And why does this matter? Because TMS is a stress illness. TMS is as a result of too much stress. But if you're running around all day long, freaking out because you don't feel safe, that's just sounding the danger alarms and turning on the fight and flight even more. And essentially, you don't feel safe. So what I would suggest to you is that being very uncomfortable is a much more useful way to look at things here. Because let's say you sat in a really awful seat. Forget pain, all that stuff, but just imagine you're sitting in a really uncomfortable seat. You're going to say, wow, this is really uncomfortable. But you're not going to feel unsafe. So if you're walking around in your body and things hurt, instead of jumping to the logical conclusion that I'm unsafe because it hurts so bad, just say I'm really uncomfortable. And I felt this was extremely useful because anything we can do to turn down the volume on our reaction to our symptoms, whether it be pain or something else, is really important. Really, really important. Because again, freaking out over a stress illness is like pouring gasoline on a fire. So let me know if you think shifting your perspective on your pain or symptoms from scary and dangerous and right, unsafe to, wow, I'm just really uncomfortable, right? And maybe shifting your language in that direction. And let me know if that helps you turn down the volume, because again, the goal of my videos is to basically help you guys save 13 years of chronic pain. I had 13 years of chronic pain, and I don't want you to have 13 years of pain. So I really, really want to shortcut you, fast track you to get out of pain fast. And it can happen fast. You don't have to take 13 years. I didn't do everything right for 13 years, and eventually I got there. I did a lot of things wrong for 13 years, and I eventually figured out a couple of key points. So I talk about these things all the time. All the messages I share in these videos are because I desperately want to shorten your time frame with your pain and symptoms. And I believe that by turning down your reaction, and I know there's people out there who say, how can I not care? How can I not care? One gentleman from over in Europe, burning legs that burn all the time. And he's saying, I just don't know how to turn that off. I don't know how to do it. I try, but I don't know how. And as Nicole said in our interview, when she says, how do I do that? Or I don't know how to do that. Her response is, because you don't have any choice, right? There's no choice. You have to. And as much as it takes out of you, you have to recognize that you're uncomfortable, but you're still safe. And that you have the ability to be uncomfortable without turning on this guttural reaction to the pain and the symptoms and the burning legs and the burning mouth and the lump in your throat and the weakness in your legs. You have that ability to turn down your reaction. Just realize that while it is extremely uncomfortable and yes, scary, no doubt, you are safe. You're not dying. And so that's the message for today. Comfort versus safety. We are safe even though we are extremely uncomfortable. And I know for me, I can take being uncomfortable. But if I truly believe I'm unsafe, the alarms are going to be going off up here and I'm going to get in fight or flight, and my whole entire body is going to tense up with adrenaline and cortisol, and the danger alarm sound, and my neural system is just going to light up. The pain is going to get worse. So start to think of your symptoms as not unsafe, but just uncomfortable. And sometimes, yeah, massively uncomfortable, but still not unsafe. See if that helps. Let me know your thoughts. Comment below. We'll see you guys soon.